Okay, we're going to warm up with the band. So we're going to do a split squat with the T-pull, alternating sides. Yeah, I'll go up. Hopefully that won't get picked up. All right, now keep your arms long and we're going to pivot side to side. Little pull on the band each time you get up there. All right, now you're going to alternate pulling the knee up, and then you're pulling the band down over the knee. Okay, now alternate legs, step back, do a bow and arrow pull with the back arm. All right, now leave the arms down and just do alternating reverse lunges. Now we're going to keep the lunges going and just add a little back lunge with the arms. So that's a nice stretch in your hip flexor of the leg that's bent, the leg that's in back, and shoulder stretch. All right, one more. Okay, we are going to start, our first round is going to be legs. So we're starting with legs. You're going to need weights for squats. That's the first exercise. And we're going to go for about a minute. All right, so go ahead and start your squats. We're going to start with singles, and in a little while I'm going to change up the time a little bit. Right now you're just getting your form, sitting your hips back, nice slow singles, squeezing the glutes on the way up. Keeping your shoulders up. All right, now we're going to go down 1 and up 3. So down 1, up slowly. One more like that. Now we're going to go down slow and up 1. One more. Good. Now you're going to put your weights down. And the next leg exercise is going to be with no weights. We're going to do a warrior lunge, right leg forward. You're going to step back with the left leg, hinge, and then step together. So you decide how far you're going to go down, but you want your upper body to hinge over your right thigh and the weights in your right heel. One more. All right. Then we're going to get weights again for plie squats. You can get one weight or two, whatever you like. Legs are wide, toes out, and we're going to do a plie squat. Squeeze on the way up. One more. Now we're going to go down on one and up slow. One more like that. Now we're going to reverse it. So down slow and up on one. One more. Good, and then go back to singles. Just 2 of them and we're done. Good, all right, put that weight down. Then we're gonna do warrior lunge on the other leg. Left leg forward. One more. Good. Okay, now you're going to get lighter weights because we're going to do side to side split squats. So you just really want one weight, a little lighter probably than you used for your squats. 25. Oh yeah, that was 30. So we're starting in a regular stance. You're going to step out to one side and then the other side. Couple more. One more. All right, great job. Put that weight down. So we're going to do alternating forward lunge with a little hinge. So you're going to step forward, hinge, and step back, and then do the other leg. So this is just kind of our last little leg exercise, really to work the glutes only. All right, last one. Great. Okay, so our second round is going to be upper body. Back and biceps. So our first exercise is going to be a 2-arm row. You need 2 weights that you can do a row with. 40 actually. Should be about 15 to 16 reps. So think about that as you're picking your weight, about 15 to 16 reps. More of an endurance type, so you don't want to go real heavy with these. All right, so 2-arm row. Then we're going to get a 15-second break. That was 16, wasn't it? 17. All right. Then get a little 10-second break. Put the weights down if you need to. The next one's going to be a feet about hip width apart. You're going to hinge, do 2 rear delt flies, and then stand up. All right, so here we go. Hinge, 2 rear delt flies, and then squeeze your glutes to stand. And then just hit it again. One more. Great. Then put down your weights, grab your band. We're going to do lat pull downs. So you can double up your band or single it up. And here we go. You want to keep your arms straight, get the band about down to your chest. Think about squeezing your armpits. All right, one more. Good. Put your band down. The next weight you want to get are for bicep curls. 2 weights for bicep curls. All right, regular palm up bicep curls. And again, it's going to be about 15 or 16 reps. So you want to pick a weight that's a little lighter, not a real heavy weight. Make sure you stretch your arms all the way out straight. Try not to swing when you come up. You want to use biceps, not shoulder. What are you on? 11? Okay, one more. Good. All right. Grab a weight if you want to that's a little lighter. We're going to do another set of biceps, but it's going to be a lot of isometric holding. Ready? All right. So we're going to go all the way up, down about an inch. All the way up, down now about 2 inches. All the way up, down a little more. Up. Now you're going to go about halfway. All the way up, a little past halfway. All the way up, a little more. Now on this one you should be all the way straight. All the way up. We're going to do that one more time. Down. A little further. A little further. Halfway. A little past halfway. This one you should be all the way straight. And we're going to come up one more time and done. Great job. I know that one's hard. Okay, stretch that a little bit. Next one's going to be hammer curls. All right, so here we go with your hammer curls. Palms face each other, all the way up and all the way straight. Nice and slow. Make sure you straighten your arm all the way each time. Try not to get a swing. No momentum. Keep your core nice and tight. Last one. Good. All right, now you're going to go lighter. We're going to do reverse curls. Do you want me to get you like a 12? I didn't grab any 12s. Okay, so reverse curls, you want to go a little lighter than a bicep curl. We're going to keep the palms down and do them like that. So your weights are going to be tipped just a little bit. All right, stretch out the biceps. We are done with them, so give them a nice stretch. We're going to do another round of legs, and these are going to be lunges. So the first one's going to have weights, second one no weights, just like we did before. First one's going to be lunges with weights, 2 weights. So get ready for that.
Static?
Yep, static lunges. Yeah, I should turn it up a little bit. Okay. So right leg forward, static lunges. Now, if you don't want to do lunges, a nice alternative is to do what we call glute hinges. You're just going to put the right foot forward, hinge into the heel, and then come back. So you're still working the glute and the thigh, but if you have knee issues, then it should feel better on your knee. So you're going to go forward and then back, keeping the weight in the heel. Good. All right, now we're going to put the weight down. And we're going to do squat to alternating reverse lunges. So no weight, squat, alternating reverse lunges. Good. All right, and then you're going to pick your weights back up, and we're going to do another set of lunges with the left leg. Just ready? Left leg forward now. There we go. All right, so instead of a regular lunge, if you want to do those hinges, you can hold weights or not hold weights depending on your balance. You're putting the weight right into the heel, keeping the front knee bent a little bit so that you're getting into the glute. All right. Are you about at the same number yet? Okay. Let's do a couple more. Yep. All right, good. Then you're going to put your weights down. And we're going to do that same thing, squat to alternating reverse lunge. Last one. Good. Okay, next one is weights. We're going to do a sumo squat. So that's one weight. And you're going to come down like a squat, just a little wider with your legs, and we're just going to alternate lifting the heels. So come down to whatever level you can do. You're going to shift the weight and lift the heel, or you can lift the whole foot, whatever feels better to you. Now, if you want to make this a little more fun, you can kind of go in a circle. If you don't want to have any fun today, then just stay right out there. Keep your core nice and tight, your back is straight, shoulders are back and pulled down. If you need to come up early, do. We've got about 20 seconds left. Five seconds. Should be really feeling that in your thighs and your glutes. Good. All right, put the weight down. And our final leg exercise is going to be alternating reverse lunges. Nice and slow. No weights, correct, no weights. All right, take a nice rest. We're going to go back to upper body. Chest and triceps are next. So we're going to clean up our mess a little bit and get on the mat.
This Fit to a Core video has been brought to you by. Also brought to you by the editors poorly timed uploads. Talk about last minute.
Same thing, about 40 seconds. So it's going to be the same reps, about 16 reps. So again, this is more of an endurance workout. You want to keep your weights on the lighter side, not real heavy like we did with the drop sets. So we're going to start. Our first movement is going to be tricep overhead press. You can use one weight or two weights, whatever you like. All right, grab your weight. You're going to be on your back. And we're going to start with tricep overhead press. You remember you want your elbows pointing to the ceiling. You bend your arms, keeping the wrists nice and straight. You want to try to get a full bend and a full straighten each time. All right, then you're going to grab two weights for tricep presses. For the tricep press, you want to keep your elbows close to your ribs. Push the arms straight up above your shoulder. Think about squeezing the back of the arm each time. Okay, then you're going to grab your band, and we're going to do tricep cross body presses. Sorry. So put one hand right anchored on the shoulder, put the other hand above the shoulder, and you're going to cross body press. You pick the level of tension that you want. Keep your elbow pointing to the ceiling. All right, last 15 seconds, we're going to pulse right at the top there, slow and controlled. Make the movement nice and small, burn out the muscle. Good. Next one, we're going to do a tricep chest combination. No, on the next round we'll get it. Yep, good thinking though. All right, so we're going to do a chest press to a tricep press. So pick a weight that you can do both movements with. The tricep press is probably the weight you want to pick. Ready? So one tricep press, and then open the elbows and do one chest press, one of each. 5 more seconds. All right. Next one's going to be a chest fly. It might be the weight that you have. So palms stay facing each other. You're going to open and close the arms. Sore. All right, great. Last one is a chest press, and then we're going to repeat them all. So grab the weight you want to do for a chest press. Go light if you're sore.
Just chest press.
You got it. Just straight chest press. Nothing fancy. Three more seconds. All right. Good. Rest a second. We're going to repeat all of those. Starting with the combo movement. The triceps overhead press, this one. So grab the weight you want for that, or 2 weights, whatever you're going to use. Elbows are pointing to the ceiling. Straighten and then bend. Try to get full range of motion. Two seconds. All right. Tricep press is next. Yeah, the press, elbows close to the ribs, just the press. All right, so remember you want to push the arms right up above your shoulder. Squeeze at the top. Ten more seconds. And then be thinking about which arm you want to do the band with. That's next. So we're going to do the other arm with the band. So anchor the arm that's not working on your shoulder. The arm that's working is doing a cross-body tricep press. Keep your wrists strong and straight. Second time's a lot harder. Whew. All right, last 15 seconds, we're going to pulse it. Five seconds. And done. All right. Nice job. Triceps are done. Well, sort of. Now we got to do tricep press to chest press. So pick a lighter weight. One of each, one chest press, one tricep press. So at the bottom of the movement, then you move your elbows out, and then you move them back in. Done. All right. Next one is chest fly. Want a little more. Five more seconds. All right, and our last one for this round is chest press. Nice and easy. Make sure you've got control of the weight all the way. And your arms are not going below the level of your chest. Last 15 seconds. Always stop early if you need to, especially at this point, because you should be fatiguing the muscle by now. And done. All right. So give a little stretch to your chest and triceps. Our next round is going to be shoulders. All right, so we're going to stand up. So the first one is going to be for the front delts. You want to get a lighter weight, maybe about the same weight you would use for side raises. We're going to push them together and we're going to lift them from our chin to our forehead. Works the front delt. It's a pretty hard movement, so start light. Always err on the light side if you're not sure. I'm going to use my 12s. All right, so we've got them pushed together. You're going to start at your chin, lift to your forehead, and you're pushing the weights together the whole time. So you should feel that work in the front of your shoulder, primarily, and then your chest, secondarily. Almost there, 5 seconds. All right, next one's going to be an overhead press. Palms facing each other, elbows kind of out. So probably the normal weight you would use for an overhead press, or a little lighter. You can put 1 foot forward. That helps keep your back nice and strong so you're not leaning back. So you want to be real careful on these when you're doing them. You don't want to lean back like this. You want to keep your back nice and straight so you're not putting any pressure on your spine. Yep, that's it. You gotta stop when you're done. Good job. Always listen to your body. Next one, side raises. So we're gonna go light. All right, side raises. Another thing to do if you start really getting fatigued, but you can still keep going in, is maybe go to every other arm. That gives the one arm a chance to rest. So if you don't have to stop but you're getting pretty tired, you can always go to alternating arms. Remember to keep your neck out of this. Just use your shoulders. Nice. All right, we're gonna do another one for those side deltoids. So what you're gonna do is start with your palms facing your thigh, like you're pulling up your pants, and you're gonna pull it up to about the hip and then back down. So you kind of rub your hands against your thighs, pull up and hold, squeezing your elbows back, your shoulder blades together. And you should feel that right in the back there. Try not to shrug your shoulders. You want to make that happen not from here, but from the back and the middle delt. Three more seconds. Good. All right, and then the last one is going to be a U. We're going to do a circle. So do we need to get something a little lighter, you think? Are you good? We can always stop early. So your palms stay facing out the whole time, and you're circling up. And you can always stop short of the movement and just go to shoulder height, especially if that bothers your shoulder to go all the way around and not complete the full circle. We got 5 seconds. All right, nice job. All right. So we're going to go back and repeat not all those shoulder exercises, but 3 of them. And the first one's going to be the regular overhead press. So pick the weight you want to do that with. Your palms face each other. You have one leg forward, back nice and straight and tight. Ten more seconds. Stop early, or you can go to alternating arms if you can keep going but you're tired. All right. The second one's going to be the side raises. All right, let's go to alternating arms. Let one arm rest. Make sure you're keeping your core nice and tight. You're not swinging your body. All right, perfect. We got one last one, and we're gonna do those hip huggers again. So this is not so bad. Gives your shoulders a little break, but still works them. So you're sliding your hands right up to your hip, Squeezing the shoulder blades together, pulling the elbows back. And be careful that you're not elevating your shoulders while you're doing this. You want to keep your shoulders down and pull with the arms. All right, set those down, and we're going to give the shoulders a nice stretch. So the first one is that nice pendulum. Just let the arms swing. Let everything relax. And we are on our last exercise, which is abs. There's only 5 exercises. We're going to repeat them twice and we're done. All right, so you're not going to need any weights for the ab work. You're just going to need your band. So we're going to move all the weights out of the way here. And grab your band. False alarm. Don't start yet. All right, so I'm going to single it just because our arms are tired and we want really to work the abs, not the arms. So we're going to single the band if you've got a real long one. And what we're going to do is we're going to V-sit back to the point that you can control and hold, and then we're going to alternate pulling one arm down and then the other arm down. And the goal here is to work the obliques. So now you can start. Now, a couple things. If you need to make it easier, you would just bring your body up a little bit. If you want to make it harder, you can lift one leg or both legs, as long as you can keep that stable. And you're just, one arm is holding and the other arm is pulling. Now, if your hip flexors start to take over, then you can always put one leg down at a time, or put both legs down. We've got 2 more seconds. All right, then you're going to lay on your back. We're going to do the banana. The band is in your hand, and when you lift, you're going to just put a gentle pull against the band. So remember, with the banana, you're going to lift your upper body and your lower body off the mat about 1 inch, hold it for about 4 counts, and then come down. You can do 1 leg at a time. If 2 legs is not feeling right, too much on your lower back, do 1 leg at a time. The other thing you can do to make it a little harder is push your heels together as you pull on the band. We got 2 more seconds. Good. Now I am going to double up the band and put it right over my hips. We're going to do a glute bridge against the resistance of the band. So your hands are anchored on the mat or the floor. Your heels are right outside your hips. Push through your heels and lift your hips up, squeezing your glutes. If you're feeling this more in the hamstrings, try bringing your feet a little closer into your hips to try to get into your glutes. But mostly on a bridge, you have to really think about squeezing the glutes so that your hamstrings don't take over. All right, then we're going to take a little rest. The next one's going to be the march, the bridge march. So you can use the band or you can get rid of the band. We're going to have the hips up, and then we're going to alternate lifting the heels. Now, the key thing on this is you want to keep your hips still. So in other words, you shouldn't be rocking and rolling when you lift your feet. You want to hold everything nice and sturdy, lock in your hips, lock in your pelvis, and then alternate lifting the feet. If that's not working, you can alternate lifting your heels Keep your toes on the ground. We got 8 more seconds. All right, then we're going to roll over to the front and do Superman. We're going to keep the band. So just like the banana, you're going to lift your upper body and your lower body off the ground and hold, and then bring it down. You're going to exhale, pull against the band gently, and lift, and then come down. Now you should feel this in your glutes, and then the muscles right on the side of your spine, not your lower back. Not your neck. You want to keep your head in good alignment with your spine. Try not to cock your head up or down. Keep it in nice alignment. Good. We are going to repeat them, but we're going to start with this one so we don't have to flip over again. So we're going to do Superman. Now, one way you can make this a little harder on the second time around is after you lift, you can then stretch your arms up, bring them back, and then relax. So it's a little more of a hold, but only do that if you're feeling it in the right places and you can control it. All right, then we're going to flip over. And we'll just go all the way backwards. So we'll do the glute march. Hips are up. And you're going to alternate lifting the heels. You got 7 more seconds. Good, and come on down and rest. The next one is going to be the glute bridge. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the bridge. So remember to think about squeezing the glutes. Put the weight in both heels equally. Try to keep your feet flat on the ground. Try to keep your hands on the mat so that you're using the resistance of the band. Four seconds. All right, next one's going to be the banana. Legs straight, arms straight. So lift up only about an inch, pull against the band, push your ankles together, and come down. When you're holding up, try to exhale, pushing all the air out of your lungs. Hold it, and then come down. Make sure you're lowering with control. All right, and we're on our last one. So we're going to come back to the V-sit. I might double it up this time and just see if it feels different. Pick where you can hold it. And then you're going to pull one arm and then the other arm. Yeah, I like that better. This is it. The end of the workout right here. Make sure your back is nice and straight. 4 seconds. All right, nice job. So let's use the band and just get another quick little stretch for all the muscles. I'm gonna wrap it around the bottom of the feet and then just pull back, trying to stretch right between the shoulder blades. Good, and then we're gonna sit up, take the band right above your head, and this is a shoulder stretch. So if it doesn't feel like a stretch, just put the band down. We're gonna bring the arms back and get a nice stretch in the front of the shoulders, and then come in front and do another one. So just behind and in front, just trying to get a nice stretch in the shoulders. Let's do one more. Good. All right. So let's take one leg and cross it over. We're going to get a nice hip stretch. So you're just going to sit and just give a gentle. Now if you want to make that stretch a little more, you can bend the other leg. And that puts it a little more into the hip. All right, that same leg that's crossed over, let's straighten it out. Bend the other leg, and we're going to stretch into the hamstring of that straight leg. All right, let's repeat. So start over with this leg. Other leg is going to go up and over. Yep, you can start down here. Just open up that hip a little bit. And then for more of a stretch, you would bend the other leg. And then that same leg that's up and getting stretched, you're going to now straighten it, bend the other leg, and come down. All right, 2 more. We're going to go to our hands and knees and just stretch out the lower back with cat-cow. So exhale, round the spine. Inhale, flatten. Let's do one more. All right, then you're going to anchor your toes into the mat, push up to downward dog, and get that stretch. Head between the arms, heels down against the floor, hips up. All right, then bend the knees if you need to. You're going to walk your hands back to your feet. Place your hands on your thighs, exhale, and roll it up. And we are done.